Welcome back to the Drama Dragon and B-Ball and Sports channel. Today we're just going to be making a video, because we're going to be making a couple of videos soon. This one's just going to be about Klay Thompson's injury and how that affects the Warriors. And then the next one, which will probably be that'll probably be tomorrow. You'll probably be seeing it tomorrow, will be about the draft, because we need to analyze that a little bit longer. But for now, we're just going to be talking about Klay Thompson's injury and how that affects the Warriors. B-Ballin', you got anything to say?
I do. I think it. I don't think.
Well, no one cares what you have to say. I'm kidding.
Great. I don't think it's a super likely, but I do think it's. I wouldn't be super surprised if it happened if the whole entire team just gets blown up.
Blown up.
And they go into full rebuild mode.
Okay, that's.
Because I have a couple reasons. One, a lot of their best players are older. Steph, Klay, and Draymond are all older. They're in their 30s, so they're a win-now team. And now that Klay Thompson's gotten injured 2 times over now, I don't think they're going to have too much of a window unless they replace Klay Thompson with a shooting guard or a small forward, which is almost as good as him, which is very hard to find because Klay Thompson is an all-star. He's better than a normal all-star. He's great. So I don't know what they're going to do, but I don't think that's I'm not sure if it's a horrible idea, because you could probably get 6 first-round picks, 2 pick swaps, and 2 talented players for Steph Curry. And you could probably maybe get 3 first-round picks, 1 pick swap, and 1 talented player for Draymond. And then for Klay, probably 4 first-rounders with a talented player, probably no pick swaps, but I do think they could get quite a bit of picks if they blew up their whole team. But I don't think that's going to happen, but it could.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely ridiculous, and that's never going to happen. Well, not never, but that's not going to happen this year or anytime soon. For starters, Steph Curry, he is 32 years old, and then Klay and Draymond are only 30 years old.
No, I know.
That's still pretty young for That's like approaching the middle age of basketball.
Yeah, but superstars generally start to leave their prime around 33.
Yeah.
And since Steph is 32, they'll have this 1-year window, and then Klay just got injured in it. So he's going to turn 33. He will probably have a longer prime than most because he's not in the low post getting his body all messed up. He's shooting threes. So
that's right, he's not in the low post.
What?
That's right, he's not in the low post. I'd love to see him try to back down like a center or something. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, and it would beat him. Yeah, so I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think it could happen. I think the more likely thing is that they trade James Wiseman and Andrew Wiggins and maybe a pick for a win-now player that replaces Klay Thompson while he's out.
Okay. I don't think that's gonna happen in any world.
Why do you think that wouldn't happen?
Because that's absolutely ridiculous. That's why.
Why?
The entire theory of them going into full rebuild right now is absolutely ridiculous.
I said I don't think it's going to happen, but I said it could happen because they could get a ton of picks for Klay, Draymond, and Steph, and the longer they wait, they're going to start getting less and less. So I don't think it's going to happen, but it could happen. And do you think that the Andrew Wiggins with James Wiseman package with 2 first-round picks or 1 first-round pick and a couple second-round picks could happen?
Nope.
Why not?
Because, well, one thing, they just drafted James Wiseman. I think they're at least going to see how we can help them. Andrew Wiggins, they keep saying, their management themselves say that that they're feeling really high on Andrew Wiggins, that they really like him, and they're certainly not just going to trade him immediately right after saying that. I think they're just going to wait for Klay to come back next year. I mean, they're still going to be a good team this year. There might not be championship this year, but they'll still be good this year. And then next year when Klay comes back, they'll have developed their younger talent in James Wiseman and Andrew Wiggins maybe. He's not as young, but he's still pretty young. So he'll get another season of experience. James Wiseman, he'll be coming back again. He won't be a rookie anymore, obviously. So he'll have more experience under their belt, and they're still going to be a good team. They're definitely like playoff team, like maybe like like fourth or fifth seed, maybe third, fourth, or fifth seed. They're not going to. I don't think they're going to be a championship team. But they'll still be very good. And then when Klay comes back, it'll just help them even more because their young talent is more experienced, and they'll just be better as a whole team. I don't think they're going to go into full rebuild just because Klay's missing.
I don't think they are either, but I said it could happen. And I think that's definitely an option. But I think trading Andrew Wiggins and James Wiseman is a better option because I think if they trade them, they can what do you think somebody could get for Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman? But they're maybe keep James Wiseman for like maybe trade him a little bit before the deadline, so that he's a little bit developed, so you can kind of see what his talent is. And if it's really good talent, then you probably want to keep him. But if it's not great and it's not helping out, you'll trade him with Andrew Wiggins. I think they should add Andrew Wiggins because he's on a big contract, and I think if they package a couple picks with it, what do you think a kind of player they could get with that? 2 picks, Andrew Wiggins and James.
First of all, what's Andrew Wiggins' contract?
Andrew Wiggins' contract is Andrew Wiggins is not the best. He's a good player. I'm not saying that, but he's not the best player, and he's making almost $30 million a year.
Okay. Well, I still don't think they're gonna trade them. They just drafted James Wiseman. He's gonna be a good help at the center position for them because they have been kind of weaker at the center position, especially in recent years. James Wiseman could be a big help for them. And then Andrew Wiggins, as I said earlier, their management themselves stated that they really like Andrew Wiggins. I don't think they're just going to say that, not mean it, and just instantly trade him more.
Well, a lot of people say that to try to get their trade value higher. I'm not saying they're going to trade him, but I'm saying a lot of people do it to get the player's trade value up. And again, what kind of player do you think you could get for James Wiseman, Andrew Wiggins, and 2 first rounds, and maybe a couple pick swaps or something?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think you could get a pretty good player with that. No Devin Booker or Ben Simmons, but you could get, if you're lucky, you could maybe get. It depends. It depends on the team you're trading it to, because maybe you could get Chris Paul if he's not doing well that year. You could maybe get Chris Paul. You could maybe get a player like Kyrie Irving, but I doubt Brooklyn's going to trade him. I think there's quite a bit of players that you could get with that because it is quite a good package.
Yeah. I still don't think they're going to trade Andrew Wiggins for the reasons I stated, and I don't think they're going to throw away basically their number 2 draft pick. They're just going to trade him away. They got him as the number 2 pick. I don't think they're just going to instantly trade him away. But yeah, you guys can leave your opinions down in the comments below. I think we're just going to end this video and look out for the next video, which should come out tomorrow. It'll be about all of the draft stuff, the first round draft, and yeah, and then I think after that we might make a video about how we think Brooklyn's gonna do with all their stuff, and just we'll continue to make videos about the NBA. I know we haven't done video in a little bit, but yeah, there's gonna start being more, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and have a good rest of your day.